got my cruise control and overdrive. Need to take my baby for a ride. Ooh, she's like a smooth stretch of highway. Ooh, like a cool summer breeze. If my motor's running right, we might lose control tonight. Got the shape I love to squeeze. Looks that bring me to my knees. Oh please, let it roll tonight.
Once again, everyone, and welcome to TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. And we're off to Moochy Field at Huron Memorial Stadium as the Huron Tigers host a great backyard matchup between the Tigers and the Perkins Pirates. The grill's always hot at Huron, and it's always hot at Perkins too. I mean, they had great concession stands in both places. Perkins, a visiting team, coming off their first loss of the season, and Huron coming in at 4-0 on the year. They both played state-ranked teams the week before. Perkins coming up short 20-12 against Warren JFK, and Huron rolling over Lima Central Catholic 38-14. It's homecoming night. Flirting with the camera. That's what you do on homecoming night. This game going to be featuring two of the best quarterbacks in the area. Well, probably the two best quarterbacks as of right now in the area. Our pregame is brought to you by Noble Crafts, Craft Tavern and Shop, located in downtown Sandusky. Sam Holder, the head coach of the Tigers. And now our Sandusky Bay Pancake House featured player of the week, Gavin Grashel of Huron.
It's like a big family. We all come out here every day and work together, trying to make each other better for the games that we play each week, and we always just stick together. It's just another game. We're going to come out here, do what we do, try to do it to the best of our ability, and hopefully come out with a win.
All right, that is your Sandusky Bay Pancake House featured player of the week. Thanks to Gavin Grashel, a 6'1", 145-pound senior. Here's Jalen Santoro, the head coach of the Perkins Pirates. Talked about the two quarterbacks. It's amazing when you look at what these two kids have accomplished through the first 4 games of the season. Fan of the Week is brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield.
Yeah, why not?
George is back.
Okay.
And we're glad to have him back once again also as our Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield Fan of the Week. Now listen to some of these numbers. Dylan Holder has passed for 1,030 yards this year. Logan Lesh, 1,040. Logan Lesh has thrown for 14 touchdowns and Holder for 11. Oh, man, there's a fly in my soup. So I pick it off of there, and we're all good to go again. That's good stuff. Looks that bring us to our knees in front of the cameras tonight on homecoming night at Moochy Field. Dylan's only thrown 2 picks all year long. Logan threw 3, all of them coming in the loss to Warren JFK. Lesh completing 85% of his passes on the season. Holder 76, both outstanding numbers. Huron has used their quarterback rushing a little bit more than what Perkins has, as Holder has rushed for 321 yards on the year coming in. Lesh 150. 7 rushing touchdowns for Holder, 1 for Lesh coming into tonight's contest. Huron Marching Band making their entrance onto the field as well, as we have all the pageantry of not only being the night where it's homecoming night, but the homecoming class also being introduced as well. So all sorts of neat things going on. Always seems like when you have a big night, it all is just compounded on top of each other. Our pregame brought to you by Noble Crafts in downtown Sandusky. All Right side. We will fight for Huron High. This is the 58th time that these two teams have gotten together on the high school football field. It is a lead for Huron, 39-18, and there's been one tie in the series, but the previous year, Perkins won 35-20. That snapped a 3-game losing streak for the Pirates in the series. So we'll see what happens tonight as the construction zone is ready to cheer on their Tigers at Mucci Field at Huron Memorial Stadium. Here we go. Buckle in. It's going to be a good one. It's TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week, and we are ready to roll. The Old Fish House in Huron set to bring you tonight's first quarter. They've got knickknacks, snacks, BS facts, everything you need at the Old Fish House located in Huron. And boy, what a peaceful sight on Lake Erie, a sight that's not going to last a whole lot longer, unfortunately. And look at the crowd on hand. You'll see the Perkins fans in the background across the way fill in as the night rolls along, and Huron is going to get the football first and start on their own 27-yard line. Dylan Holler, not just an outstanding basketball player, but he'll do it on the football field and then baseball field as well. So a well-rounded athlete. First pass of the night for Dawson Bowen, the 6-foot-tall junior at 185 pounds. Now to look for Matthews Ford at getting the night started on a successful note on a 15-yard pass play for Bowen. So the Tigers setting up shop on their own 42-yard line. And this is Dylan Holler at his finest right here. Weston Sturzinger making the touchdown-saving tackle for Perkins after a 37-yard pickup by Holler from his own 42-yard line all the way down to the 21. And this is where the offensive line does a good job of opening up the hole, too, because you can see he goes untouched into the secondary before he turns it into a foot race. Both Braylon Collier and Weston Sturzinger on the chase. Weston just getting enough of a hold of that jersey to slow him down so he can get him around the ankles. The first down on the 21-yard line. Incomplete, intended for Bowen. Sam Sturzinger on coverage. Young man Andrew Delaney has had quite a start for the season as well. Pass broken up, intended for Bo Harkleroad. And now it's down to 4th and 4 on the 15-yard line. This is a great camera angle because it almost looks like they're throwing the ball to the defense. There's Lamar Everett, but he is right there to break up the pass for Harkleroad. So it's a field goal attempt right here for Cameron Manor, and as you can see, it's got plenty of distance, but it is wide left, and we stay scoreless with 10:31 to go in the first. This is Dom Zoll for no gain. Senior running back for the Pirates at 5'10", 170 pounds. Lesh, not much room through the middle, and it's a 3-yard pickup to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Incomplete on the sidelines, and watch this. They paused just enough for Brady Petts to come in and deflect the ball, and right there is Evan Lasivita to take it out of midair and take it in for a score. Boy, you just don't see that very often. See, just a little bit of a pause here by Venerucci, and that was just enough to have that ball tipped, and Lasivita taking it right there at the 30-yard line and returning it for the score. That just so catches you off guard. You're not prepared to go into tackle mode when you're punting the ball. Cameron Manor, the sophomore kicker for the Tigers, splits the uprights, and it's a 7-0 Huron lead with 8:56 to go in the first quarter. Big break to get the scoring started. This is Wyatt Nemitz getting the Pirates set up with good field position all the way out to the 39-yard line. Pass complete for Weston Sturzinger for 5. And Jaden Rowe for 8. So it's a first down out on the 48-yard line. Lesh picks up 3 to set up a second down on their own 45-yard line. And then Jaden Rowe for 11. Now all of a sudden, we're looking at the Pirates on the march. Take another look for Matthews Ford at the quick out. And this is what we're talking about on the radio, and we heard from Coach Santoro after the game, just a short passing game, which basically is almost like a running game, really. Use it to complement your running game, set up your running game. Donnie Hartley on the stop. But it's always dangerous when that ball gets batted up into the air. So on second down and 10, the Tiger defense is there to plug the hole. Dylan Holer doing it on both sides of the football. And giving the Tigers a first down on their own 33-yard line. Another look for Matthews Ford. Lesh on the rollout. And Holer in the right spot. Carson Brown right there to make the stop for Perkins. And the Tigers are back on offense again. It's like Holer wanted to go longer, but there was nothing there, so he checked down to Bo Harkle Road for a 13-yard gain. And a roughing the passer penalty on top of that all of a sudden has the Tigers on the 37-yard line of Perkins. Holer for just a couple that time. Second down and 8 on the 37. Well, yeah, that's going to be a pretty easy call for the official this time. Another look for Matthews Ford. Look at the defensive pass interference call being made on this play. Can't climb the receiver to knock the ball away. And it's going to be 15 yards. Actually, this ended up being a 26-yard penalty, so I have no idea how it made it from the 37 to the 11, but it did. It's been another call in there, something that we missed. It's going to be second down and 5 on the 6 after the run by Delaney. And now you can make it third down and 5 on the 6. Holer started right, ends up going left, and goes down just shy of the goal line, but gets a first down at the 1. Remember, we told you at the beginning that Dylan Holer had 7 rushing touchdowns on the year, and now you can make it 8 as the Tiger lead increases to 13-0. Another look for Matthews Ford at the tackle being made at the goal line, but Holer with enough momentum to fall forward into the end zone. You know, it would have been interesting for the officials if they had the replay to look where his knees were down and where the ball was. And I'm not sure if that would have been a score or not, but they still would have had 3 more chances to punch that thing in. With the extra point kick, good by Cameron Manor, and it is now 14-0 Tigers. With 3:54 left to go in the first quarter. Start remembering what Huron did to Lima Central Catholic last week, and those visions start to come into your head. But don't tell the Pirates that. They'll start from their own 31-yard line. And certainly what they didn't want here either was a holding call to knock them back to first down and 25, back on their 16-yard line. Signs of good business are up next. Brady Signs. The Crimus Company. Noble Axes Axe Throwing. Pizza House West. J Bistro. Second down and a bunch. You put the ball in the hands of your playmaker. That's Braylon Collier. 10-yard pickup to make it second down and 15 out on the 16-yard line. Braylon Collier is just off to a great start this year. 21 receptions, 401 yards coming in, averaging 19.1 yards per reception. And he's got 7 touchdown catches already. This pass completion, only 10 yards, and it gets him out to the 26, where it sets up a much more manageable 2nd and 15. There's Dom Zoll with the catch and run for 14, and all of a sudden the Pirates are 3rd down and 1. Quick toss by Lesh, and a first down throw to Jaden Rowe. Good coverage, but again, when you're throwing it that quickly, it's hard. Kyle Auger right there on the stop for the Tigers. Another quick toss, this time to Rowe once again. And Jaden picks up 9 to the Huron 48. Lesh started out, comes back in, picks up 2 to the 45 for another Perkins first down. Kyle Lesh for a couple of more, and the Pirates would face a second down and 8 on the Tiger 43. Ball pops out, and Weston Sturzinger is right there as Weston takes it out of bounds on the far side to the 32-yard line. Well, you talk about being in the right place at the right time. Lesh stringing the play out and then finding Rowe on the far side. And you can see here on the tackle that that ball pops out before he hits the ground, and Sturzinger is standing right there. Nowhere to go, but at least the possession continues for the Pirates on the Huron 32-yard line. Final play of the first quarter would be a short run by Lesh, bringing up 2nd 9 and 9 on the Huron 31-yard line. As our first quarter comes to a close, a first quarter that has belonged to the Huron Tigers. 14-0 Huron, as we look at some of the Hall of Fame members being introduced after the first quarter at Huron Memorial Stadium and Mucci Field. Come on back, second quarter is coming up next. Second quarter is sponsored by Restore Pro, disaster cleanup and restoration. No disaster here on the river. Man, that is just a fabulous sight. As summertime starts to wane. Yeah, it's always horrible. Going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Pirates on the Tiger 31-yard line. But that play never got off. A delay call is going to make it 3rd down and 14. Peekaboo. Well, the whole register crew's there. Billy Hyan, Aaron Caldwell. She didn't know we got her that time. One up for us. Pass for Collier for 13. It's 4th and 1 on the 23. And watch the Huron defense go to work. A 2-yard loss, giving the ball back to the Huron offense with a 14-0 lead. This is Dom Zoll on the direct snap. And there was just no running room. And it was just great defense by a young man who is very happy to be back in the Huron lineup once again. And that would be Grant Mosachowski, 6'3", 210-pound senior. So Huron takes over on their own 25-yard line with a chance to really open this game up. Well, the camera really didn't follow it, but the Perkins defense did. Second down and 13 after the little razzle-dazzle really didn't do much. And now just 2 for Delaney makes it 3rd down and 11. So Holler trying to spin some magic right here. Jaden Rowe forcing that pass to get off early. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 4th and 11 for the Tigers as the Perkins defense does their job at keeping this a 2-score game. See the fair catch called for downfield, but touched by the Tigers that bopped him, looked like right in the helmet. And that puts us to 9:35 to go in quarter number 2, and the Pirates down by 14. Up next, we give out special thanks to these local businesses for supporting the Game of the Week. Pirates with the ball back once again, trying to cut into that Huron lead. And that's an amazing grab by Braylon Collier. Takes a pop and holds on to the football for a pickup of 12 yards. We'll take another look for Matthews Ford. I marvel at receivers that can do this. You know you're going to get hit, and that's probably why it's a little easier to hang on to it. You notice that Les just kind of slung that through traffic. Great hit by Holler, and Collier equal to the test. First down on the Huron 44. Lesh for 2 brings up a 2nd down and 8. Braylon Collier for 6. To 3rd and 2. You see a theme developing here. Lesh to Collier. First down at the 31. And that time Lesh couldn't find anyone. And Reagan Kaufman. And sorry, and Kaufman right there to make the stop. I think. Nope, 64. And unfortunately, it is a 64, and that is Ashton Purdue making the stop. 2nd down and 16. And you watch Collier on the pitch this time. Not much there. Didn't make any difference anyway because there was a holding call, which really marks the Pirates back. The swing pass out to Zoll. That'll pick up 9 and bring up a 3rd down and 16 on the Huron 37-yard line. Another look for Matthews Ford at the 11-yard pickup by Zoll. A 3rd down and 16. And it is Collier once again becoming a real workhorse here in the first half. 4th down and 5, though. The string is out on this series. And that's a big conversion to Collier. So they turned a second down and 25 into a first down on the 19-yard line. And here for Matthews Ford is the way they did it. Watch, remember, high school, it's only 1 foot in bounds for the completion. So first down now on the 19-yard line as the Pirate drive continues. And guess who? Third play in a row that was completed to Collier. Second down and 1 at the 10-yard line. Lesh finding Weston Sturzinger off into the flats, and Weston takes it into the end zone. And a 10-yard touchdown pass. That is the second touchdown reception of the year for Sturzinger. And we're going to take another look here for Matthews Ford at the rollout by Lesh. And Sturzinger finding his way off on the right side. And a perfect angle to take it into the end zone. So the Pirates completed 10-play, 56-yard drive and took 4 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock. And John Normington Slay for the extra point to cut the Huron lead in half at 14-7. Delaney on the return out to the 23-yard line. Still 5:16 left before halftime for the Tigers as Delaney starts the drive with a 5-yard run. Wyatt Nemitz is saying, huh? You gotta be kidding me. Well, you make the call right here. Cooper Norwell, the intended receiver. I don't know, from upstairs to us, it looked like they were just running side by side. Legs get tangled up, but the officials were a lot closer than we were. First down and 10 on the 40-yard line now for Huron. 2-yard pickup by Delaney would bring up a 2nd down and 8. You know, so many times when these plays get strung out like this, you see penalty flags start to fly as Olver just threw that ball away. But it's a holding call against the Tigers that would march them back and make it 2nd down and 22 back on their 28-yard line. Sam pleading his case. But as usual, the officials don't see it the same way. Thanks to the following businesses for their support of the Game of the Week: Matthews Ford, Cook Aluminum, Hermes Parker Concrete, Noble Fun, Steinem and Hafner Insurance, Payne Nichols and Company, Sandusky Steel and Supply, Gnomes Podiatric Medicine. Third down and 22 from their own 28-yard line for Huron. Holder gets 6 of it back, and it would make it 4th down and 16.
Hey, it's shield punt. Shield punt. Shield punt. Hey, Sally, let's go.
You're not looking at a happy head coach right now. Pretty much, since they got off to a 14-0 lead. That's a great fair catch by Braylon Collier over the shoulder, and the Pirates go from their own 20. You know, sometimes when you get off to such a fast start, and I've heard this from coaches on numerous occasions, it's so hard to keep your foot on the accelerator. You have that subconscious way of just letting up a little bit. I'm not sure if that's what happened with the Tigers or not, but Sam's certainly not happy about the direction this game is going. Drake Venerucci on the screen pass for 15 yards out to the 35-yard line. And then a personal foul on top of that brings the ball out to midfield. All of a sudden, the Pirates have something going here toward the end of the half. Collier with a catch for 6. And Lesh going for the home run ball. Fails to make the connection with Jaden Rowe. So it's 3rd down and 4. Huron's defense, the pass rush pretty much broke that play up to bring up a 4th down and 4 from the Huron 44-yard line. That's the way to complete a 4th down. Nice stop downfield by Cody Scroggins after Venerucci picks up 14 to the Tiger 30. It's a pretty safe call, pretty tough one to defend. And the Pirates start another set of downs on the Huron 30-yard line. Venerucci went up high, but just couldn't quite wrap that one up. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 on the 30. Enter Jaden Rowe. And that's a big stop to get it down to the 9-yard line where it's 1st down and goal. Pirates trying to make this thing even before halftime. You can see Jaden Rowe, number 8 in the picture on your left side, doing that skinny post pattern right over the middle. And then managing to slip a tackle and take it down a little bit deeper to the 9-yard line. And that was a big stop by the Tiger defense. Second down and goal at the 9.
Back it up. There you go.
It's a motion call on that play to back it up to make it 2nd down and goal at the 14. And now 3rd down and goal at the 16. And the Pirates' efforts to try and tie this game up before halftime. They're happening on this play. And quite the signal straight as to what they want to do, so the timeout comes, and we take a timeout to thank folks for their support of the North Coast Game of the Week. Good Time Lake Erie Cruises, Skate World, Ghostly Manor, Restore Pro, BGSU Firelands College, Wake Up and Waffle, Cold Water Company, Danny Boy's Italian Eatery, Heartland and Wilkin Custom Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning. So 3rd down and goal from the 16 for Perkins. Somebody's spinning their magic at Huron. Pirates at 3rd down and goal on the 16. And putting an end to that drive is Dawson Bowen in the back of the end zone for the Tigers. So Huron comes up with a big stop just before halftime. Keeping in mind also that Perkins gets the ball first in the second half. So if a score happens here, the Pirates have a chance to take their lead on the first possession of the second half. Bowen making sure that pass is caught inbounds so that the interception gives the ball to Huron, where they can just run out the first. Hello. Talk about guys that are always around their sports.
So far. It's not a great game.
Tandem of Don and Mike for Huron and Perkins, respectively. All right, here we go into our halftime activities with the Huron Tigers holding a 14-7 lead over the Perkins Pirates as homecoming festivities take center stage on the sidelines at halftime. One more half of football to go. It's Perkins and Huron, and you're not going to want to miss it. It's the North Coast Game of the Week. We roll into half number 2 coming up next. Third quarter is brought to you by the Noble Court, Sun, Sip, and Smile in downtown Sandusky. (14-7) Huron at halftime as we get ready to roll into our second half of action on our Game of the Week. Look at those stadiums. Boy, I think they told us like 3,800 people can fit into those stands. It was probably about 3,750 on that night. It was fun, and the stands across the way packed with Perkins people, and this is kind of what local rivalry football is all about. Wyatt Nemitz on the return for Perkins. Pretty good return all the way out to the 40, and look who makes the stop. The kicker, Cameron Manor. Can't do that on a soccer field, but on a football field, he's having some fun. There's the striker from the soccer team, Cameron Manor, their kicker as well. And you look at Nemitz, he is just shifty, he's got speed, and only one man to stop him, and that is the kicker. That was pretty well done. Not his first rodeo. So the Pirates start out on their 42-yard line. Weston Sturzinger right off the bat with an 8-yard carry to midfield. Tipped and then caught by Sturzinger. You know, that's a lot harder to do than what it looks. That's why they do tip drills in practice all the time. Second look for Matthews Ford. Flesh on the delivery. Not good for Rowe, but Jaden gets the assist. Sturzinger says, I got it, just helping the official out in case he needed it. First down and 10 on the Huron 41. Ball falls incomplete to make it second down. Logan Lesh, the Perkins quarterback, will carry for 7 to bring up a third down and 3.
Good job, Dawson! All right, good job, Dawson!
Another look for Matthews Ford at Lesh, who you could see started left. Nothing there. Made a good read to break that thing back to the right side. And a pickup of 16 yards. Logan again for 9. And the Pirates starting the second half the way they like to, being 7 points down, and that's driving the football. Second look at Lesh for Matthews Ford. Taking that ball down to the 19-yard line, where it's second down and 1. And Lesh again. This time to the 9, where it's first down and goal. Zoll carries for 1 to the 8-yard line, where it's second down and goal. And then Lesh, look at this catch. Weston Sturzinger. Again, we're looking at a sophomore here, folks. 6'1", 170 pounds. Good size for a receiver. Good target for Lesh on second down and goal. And this is a great second look here for Matthews Ford. Play under pressure, and Lesh kind of throwing off his back foot. It's a jump ball, and Lesh, his pass, battle won in the end zone by Sturzinger, and that is 6 for the Pirates. And now 1 point away from the tie, off the foot of Slay. It's a brand new ball game, tied at 14. 9-play, 58-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 13 seconds off the clock. Andrew Delaney, some trouble handling the football, so can only get out to the 13-yard line, where the Tigers now have a chance to answer back. Bowler starts off well on the pass completion for Evan Lasivita for 6 yards out to the 19. And other direction, same receiver. Evan takes that ball out to the 28 on a 9-yard pickup. So Tigers starting to answer right back. Delaney on the run for 14, and the Tigers have moved the ball out to their 42-yard line. Pardon me, Coach. You're in our way. Second down and 5. As Holler would go down with a loss, a big loss. Jaden Rowe on the defensive play. That's an outstanding interception right there by Lamar Everett. It's one of those plays where the receiver, Dawson Bowen, actually turns into a defensive back. This is Bringing the Heat, and it's brought to you by Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky. That's a lot of what was caused here. Look at this jump ball. Everett kind of gets it running in stride. Bowen trying to wrestle it away or knock it away, but Everett is having no part of it. Sturzinger right there to make sure that he's got that ball. He's got that ball. Get up, quick. Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated, with heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and refrigeration since 1889. They are sponsoring Bringing the Heat. Perkins gets it back on their own 27, and Lesh starts off with a 15-yard run. And getting some cramping issues from Osajowski out on the field as the Tiger looks on with a little bit of a chuckle. Signs of Good Business are up next. Crush Wine Bar, Wendy's, Dockside Cafe, Sandusky Bay Pancake House, S&H Blinds and Floors, Cameo Pizza, Perkins back on offense, and not much room there for Lesh. On fourth down, Lesh manages to carry for 3 on 4th and 2, and the Pirate drive stays alive on the Huron 47-yard line. Collier for 9. You know, that was great defense by Huron because there was a little head and shoulders fake, which Lesh was trying to use to get his receiver open. Huron didn't bite, ran the other way, and the Tigers had that covered, covering from sideline to sideline. A carry by Lesh was enough for a first down. And again, Lesh kind of throwing off balance, manages to find Sturzinger for 14 yards down to the 21-yard line. And then it's Jaden Rowe's turn. He takes it forward for 6. Down to the 15-yard line where it's second down and 4. And now all of a sudden Perkins with the upper hand and a 14-14 tie. A game they trailed after one quarter, 14-0. Dom Zoll carries for 10 to give the Pirates a first and goal on the 5. And the Pirates trying to take their first lead of the ball game. And with Zoll taking the direct snap, will take it those 5 yards into the end zone for a 20-14 lead. Take another look for Matthews Ford. It's all coming right at you here. And into the end zone for the lead touchdown. See the band member, whoop, better get out of here. John Normington Slay for the extra point boot, which is true to the mark. And now Perkins has a lead of 21-14. 2:36 left to go in the third quarter. So now it's the Tigers' turn after they've been dealt a blow to see how they can fight back. Tigers will start from their own 28-yard line. Delaney for a couple. Second down and 8. Bowler pretty good at making plays happen, but also does a good job of when he knows there's nothing there, just not throwing it into harm's way. And now third down and 8 from their 30. Dawson Bowen, great job of coming back to the football and making an 11-yard grab, getting enough for a first down out to the 41-yard line. Zoll Holer right here for 5. Make it second down and 5. Jake Legando for 16. You got to admire high school athletes who get dealt blows and they keep popping right back. Huron had a 14-0 lead. They go down 21-14. And as our third quarter comes to a close, they are on the march with second down and 7 on the Pirate 35-yard line when the fourth quarter starts, and that is next. Our final 12 minutes sponsored by Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield. And this scene right here reminds you of anything but snow trails, but it's coming. World famous paddle bar located in downtown Sandusky on the water. This will remind you of the paddle bar. A great night to sitting down there on the water and just having a whole lot of fun. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard with Perkins holding a 7-point lead as we start the fourth quarter. However, Huron holding the ball, second down and 7. We got wheelbarrow races. And we got Dylan Holer throwing the ball for Bo Harkleroad. And Wyatt Nemitz making a touchdown-saving tackle at the 5-yard line after a 30-yard pickup. It's worth another look here for Matthews Ford. Holer with plenty of time. And he puts that ball right on the money for Harkleroad. So now the Tigers, after, as you saw Coach Holer saying, we're going the wrong way, now They're going the right way. Bo Harkle Road again. And a touchdown for the Tigers puts them an extra point shy of a tie ball game once again. It's dealing with adversity and coming roaring right back. A pump fake, enough for Holder to get that ball to an open Bo Harkle Road in the end zone for 6. Covering 5 yards. Now Cameron Manor to tie it up at 21. You can see the time on the scoreboard left to go, 11 minutes and 28 seconds, and it is anybody's ball game at this point. Good coverage by the Tigers' specialty units, and it'll put the Pirates on their 21-yard line to start this drive, which will start with an 11-yard run by Logan Lesh. First and 10 out on their 32-yard line. How's that for defense? Andrew Delaney. Minus 2 yards, second down and 12 on the 30. Give credit to that play to Brady Petts. And now it's a 6-yard loss, third down and 18 coming up on the 24. Another look from Matthews Ford at the defense of the Huron Tigers. Brady come roaring right through and knocking that play for a 10-yard loss. And it continues on. Alex Kitts. Fourth down and 28, and the Pirates have to give the ball up to a suddenly rejuvenated Huron Tigers football team. Return by Dawson Bowen sets up the Tigers on the Perkins 35-yard line. Now all of a sudden things looking up for the Tigers. By Holder going for the home run. And, you know, I like that kind of call on a quick turnaround. Not successful there, but still a good call. And now a 5-yard pickup for Delaney to make it third down and 5 at the 30. I'll tell you what, there's nothing bad about that play at all. It's all good. It's Cooper Norwell making a nice catch and absorbing the hit by Braylon Collier, who got a little bit shaken up on the play. Hit him so hard. Second down and 8 from the 22. And now third down and 8. And decision time for the Tigers on fourth down and 8 on the Perkins 22. They'll attempt the field goal. However, we got whistles. The offside penalty makes it 4th and 3, so the Tigers decide to go for it. On a reverse toss to the end zone, you can see it was open, but just a tad off the mark. However, a personal foul call keeps it alive. This is just an amazing drive. So many twists and turns. You can see the reverse. And now the attempted pass to Norwell in the end zone, and you could see the tosser in the background getting flattened to the ground. That resulted in that yellow flag laying on the ground, and a personal foul will keep the drive alive on the 9-yard line. And now Dylan Holler to the races. And this Tiger team that had the 14-point lead fell behind, now comes back with back-to-back scores to take the lead at 27-21. Oh, how the plot in this game just kept going back and forth. Here's Holler. He saw that pylon, and nobody going to catch him. So for the Tigers now, a 27-21 advantage. Cameron Manor's extra point right there. Now 6:26 to go in the game. Everybody has been saying all year long, boy, if Perkins finds a running game, they're really going to be tough. Perkins started with their knee on the ground when they caught the football, so now they've got to start back on their 11-yard line. And watch this drive. Dom Zoll for 8 yards. Dom Zoll for 9 yards. First down on the 28-yard line. Dom Zoll for 7 yards. They are sending out no wide receivers right now. Everybody is stacked in, and they are just plowing the football down the field. Zoll for 8 yards. Catch your breath here for just a second as you watch Zoll for Matthews Ford take this for 8 yards out to the 43-yard line. And first down number 23 in the ball game for Perkins on that play. Have you seen this before? That time, Dom Zoll for 2 yards. Now Logan Lesh is going to take a turn. Logan for 6. Logan for 10. Anybody think that Perkins can't run the ball now? An encroachment call helps the Pirates along, and now it's first down and 5 on the Huron 34-yard line. Lesh for 6. Not even a consideration of wide receivers on this drive. Lesh for 7. They're just loading up the box, and they are running the ball down the field. Wide receivers doing blocking right here. They've taken it from their own 11 all the way down to the Huron 21-yard line. Lesh for 8. They're at the 13-yard line. Watch Lesh on this. This is an impressive run. How far did he drive that pile before finally going down at the 2-yard line, a pickup of 11? And now on the 12th play of this drive, all runs. We're poised to see what happens. This is another look at Lesh. Watch where he first gets hit. Slipped a tackle just outside the 10, and from the 7-yard line just simply drove forward and refused to go down. Then got a little bit of help from behind and made it a tough 11-yard pickup all the way down to the 2. 12th play of the drive. Never, ever even attempted a pass on that drive. 12 plays, 89 yards, 3 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. Another look for Matthews Ford at Logan Lesh running right and into the end zone. Now, immediately from the Perkins sideline, they threw up 2 fingers, meaning we're going for 2. They've been running so successfully, why not? See, this time, Huron actually had it shut off, so Logan had to break it outside and go to the end zone, and he's on the ground signaling, I made it. And that gives Perkins a 1-point lead at 29-28. For Civista Bank, our play of the game is the extra point. Down by 1, Perkins goes for 2 to go on top by 1. Nothing at the original point of attack, so he breaks it outside and heads to the pylon, dives across on the ground, tells the referee, put the arms up, I made it. That's your play of the game for Civista Bank, and Perkins now with a 1-point lead at 29-28. But you know what? There's still 3 minutes, 11 seconds left in this football game, so don't walk away from this one yet. Huron will start at their 20. In Sam Holler's mind, we ain't done yet. We've seen a lot of great 2-minute drives over the years come out of the Huron football team. And they're off and running. There's Dawson Bowen for 9 out to the 29-yard line. Holder, have a flag down, and we have another flag down. And you know what happens here. One's a dead ball, one's a live ball, so they all offset. They get it 2nd down and 1 again from their 29-yard line. Now 2nd down and 10 from their 31. Oler on the pass to Harkle-Road. It's 3rd down and 1 coming up. Dawson Bowen on the catch for 5, and the Tigers are out to the 45. First down number 14 on that play. Another look for Matthews Ford. Crucial play right here for the Tigers to convert and keep this drive moving along. And Bowen, nice job of catching that ball in midair. Lamar Everett there to get him in midair and bring him down. That's tough to hang on to a football like that. Jake Legando, catch and some extra yards. Down to the Perkins 35-yard line and a pickup of 20 yards. Short toss over the middle. And the catch made by Delaney. Second down and 4, and that's one where Holder just says, I'm tossing this away. You have to do it in the direction of an eligible receiver, or else it would be intentional groundings. Now 3rd down and 4 on the 29. And a timeout. That was the 4th down play that goes incomplete and more or less cements this ball game for the Pirates as the hugs begin, the celebration begins. Still got a minute to play, but all they've got to do is snap the ball successfully a couple of times, like right there, and the Pirates can run this clock out to a big victory. They're 4-1 on the year. Huron also 4-1. Great job by both teams. This is one of those games. It went back and forth. There's no losers in this game. They're all winners. And thanks to all these kids and coaches alike for a great football game. It was fun to watch. Perkins a winner by 1, 29-28. You're seeing the mutual respect displayed right there by these ball teams for one another. Great night of football, and boy, there's more fun to come. Next week, conference play begins. The Pirates are going to be hosting the Clyde Flyers, and Huron is heading off to Willard. Next time we meet on the Game of the Week, you'll see that Clyde Perkins game as Lake Division play begins right here when we once again get together on the North Coast Game of the Week to let it roll. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.